Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the 24th edition of Sports Urban Legend. I'm your host, William Ramo. And on today's show, we're going to talk about something special. We're going to talk about Star Wars finally releasing their trailer, their long-awaited trailer, and the name of the title. So we're gonna talk about that and talk about what I observed from the trailer, watching the video live a few hours ago, and whether or not if I feel like this movie can save the errors that happen in Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, in my opinion. If you like this video, please feel free to like it, share it, comment on it, and just let your voice be heard. But let's just dive into this. Before I get into the video, I've been a huge Star Wars fan since I'd say about '97 when the VHS came out. So I mean, this is my favorite. Not only my favorite film franchise, but my favorite sci-fi slash film franchise ever. Entertainment franchise. So, I was really cautiously excited about the trailer and the title reveal because I won't mince word. I hated The Last Jedi. I guess I'll do another video on that to explain why. This video would be would be over an hour if I just combined that into this one. So, make a long story short, I was very disappointed about that movie, especially how Force Awakens literally ended in a cliffhanger. So my anticipation for The Last Jedi was on a to steal a Dragon Ball Z term, it was on a Super Saiyan level. It was just, I could not wait to see The Last Jedi and then to see what I got. It boggles the mind, in my opinion. I really want to love that movie, but it literally was horrible. I just can't even dive into it without starting a whole snowball of emotions. So yeah, I'm just gonna just get to the point. So because of basically my reaction to The Last Jedi, basically dividing the fan base apart, and literally, spoilers, Luke died, in case if you haven't seen that, which I'm pretty sure if you haven't, you wouldn't be checking out this video anyway. But I definitely didn't like the fact not only that he died, but how he died. He didn't die in an epic way, battling Snoke or really battling Kylo Ren. He had that whole force projection, and he basically the force killed him. It didn't make any sense. How that film went down. The space battles and the lightsaber duels, my two favorite things in practically every Star Wars movie, was completely destroyed and ruined. And that definitely led to me not liking it. So, coming to this movie, obviously, JJ took the reins from Rian Johnson, from Episode 8. And, of course, JJ came back from 7, reluctantly. But he took the role, and I was cautiously optimistic because I really liked Force Awakens. My only critique about Force Awakens is that I felt that they should have had the reunion, with the big three, Luke, Leia, and Han. And extra credit if Lando would have been in that film, it would have been better. But they needed those three people in that film to make it better. Especially how Han died. It would have been more. And Mark Hamill was literally saying the same thing. If they were present when Han Solo died, it would have made the film a lot better. It would have made it more emotional instead of random people he just met for half an hour. You know, Ray, Finn. Uh, at that time, it would have been a lot better. And then afterwards, the movie ended on a cliffhanger, and then led up to episode 8. And we all know what happened there. That, like I said, that'll be in another video another time. But yeah, so because of my feelings about episode 8, I was cautiously optimistic since JJ was back, and the trailer did its part. It was good. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, I wasn't. It wasn't like epic. I mean, there were some epic moments. Kylo fighting some mysterious person. Of course, Lando being back, confirming that Billy D. Williams is back. Finally, his first film since Return of the Jedi. In the Star Wars franchise, so it's good to see him. Hopefully, they won't kill him off like they did with Han and Luke. And even I don't think they'll kill off Leia's character. I mean, they teased it in Last Jedi, but I think safe to say she should be alive, unless if her character has, I guess, a health issue in the movie. I mean, not related to, of course, to the late great Carrie Fisher's death a few years ago, but her character shouldn't pass away, I would assume. But another highlight, which you heard Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker commentating, in the background, saying we'll never leave you, we're always going to be around, you never really die. And then, of course, the most shocking moment of that teaser trailer was Emperor Palpatine laughing. I was like, I'm like, he's back? I mean, how are they going to pull this off? Are they going to go to the Legends/EU, expanded universe and make Rey a clone, or I mean, who knows? How flashbacks? I mean, there's a lot of theories with Emperor Palpatine. Is Rey a Skywalker? Is she Luke's daughter? Is she Han and Leia's daughter, which would make her be Kylo Ren's sister, which we all know Star Wars would never tease two people being in a romantic situation and then end up being brothers and sisters, right? Ding! But anyway, let's hope they don't do the same thing with Kylo and Rey, or Reylo, as some of their fans affectionately call them, which, I mean, there's no reason why they should be together, in my opinion, because Kylo Ren literally killed not only Rey's father figure in Han Solo, but his actual father, Han Solo. So it's not like she heard from hearsay that he might have killed him and then she fell in love with him. She literally witnessed with her own eyes what Kylo Ren was capable of doing, when he was seduced by the dark side by Snoke. Which, I mean, Snoke's ending, that goes into another video. But, all in all, I was really excited about the title, The Rise of the Skywalker. And it looks like they're teasing that, the rumors of Luke possibly being resurrected from being a Force ghost might actually happen. And if that does happen, to me, that's the only thing that could literally save Star Wars right now. Because the way how Luke died, it just left a lot to be, desired. You know what I mean? Like, if he was gonna die, he should have died in a lightsaber duel, either to Snoke or Kylo Ren, to solidify how evil, Kylo Ren is. But him dying through the Force, if that's the loophole that they could bring him back, then I think that'll erase the stench of The Last Jedi, in my opinion. I wanted to love The Last Jedi. I was so pumped about that movie, coming into that movie. And I mean, there's one thing having, doing stuff to surprise people, stuff that's unexpected. Those are usually good, but just to destroy the whole mythology of Star Wars that George Lucas created for the past 40 years, and then of course J.J. Abrams in 2015, creating this new saga of a sequel trilogy since 2015. I just felt Rian Johnson should have tied more into that movie. Of course, the Knights of Ren wasn't there. The Black Squadron wasn't there. Poe's group wasn't there. There was a lot of answers that wasn't answered up, and Rey's parentage, which I mean, we should assume, why did Obi-Wan Kenobi call out to her, in the Force Awakens. Why is she so attached to Luke and Leia? Why did Leia hug her instead of Chewbacca? All these answers should be answered in this night movie. So if Luke could be resurrected and stay resurrected, I think that'll definitely save the movie, hands down. And finally give Rey that challenge, because Kylo Ren on paper, he was a great villain. He was a good villain, but having him lose to Rey so many times, that ruined him. Even, I mean, almost as bad as General Hux, who was a laughing stock, in The Last Jedi, to the point that, Poe was telling your mama jokes in the opening scenes of the movie. So, we'll see what happens when Star Wars gets released in theaters December 20th of this year. So, that's my video. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Feel free to, share your comments, your thoughts. Love to hear from you. Well, that said, it was great having this talk with you guys. I love Star Wars. That's my favorite sci-fi / entertainment genre. So, let me know what you think about it. So, with that, I'm William Rameau, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.